Hey y'all, it's Jade and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, as you guys can probably tell by the title above, we are going to be doing a simple little get ready with me and kind of like summer life update. Alright, so hey guys, I feel like it's been kind of forever since I filmed a video. I filmed a video a couple days ago cleaning out my closet, which you guys have probably seen at this point. But just in general, sitting down, filming, talking to the camera, giving an update, I feel like it's just been so long. So it is officially summer now. I got out of school honestly a while ago. It's been like a month. It's now like the beginning of June right now. I think it's like, what day is it? The 5th of June. And I'm just now making my little our start of summer video, but that's okay. Anyways, it is June 5th right now. I got out of school in the beginning of May, and I passed all my nursing classes, so slay the day. Since then, I feel like I have really just been hanging around at my house. As you can tell by my background, I am in my college townhouse right now. I did decide to live in Cleveland this summer rather than going home and living with my parents in Nashville. I think I just prefer the independence. I lived in Cleveland during the summer after I got back from my like Italy study abroad trip last summer, and I just really liked it. I just like feeling more independent, I guess. But this summer, the main reason that I actually stayed in Cleveland is because I got a really exciting job that I actually start next week. I will be doing a nurse externship with Erlanger Hospital in downtown Chattanooga. They have a lot of different tracks for their externships, and I'm planning on making some videos about it maybe later in the summer after I like kind of get started, get some experience under my belt. The track that I chose to do is the emergency department track. So pretty much with this job, I will be working in emergency departments in their main hospital, in their East Campus and North Campus, as well as working in the ER in their children's hospital, as well as a like time in the trauma ICU, as well as doing EMS ride-alongs with Hamilton County ambulances. I'm super excited about this externship. I knew that I wanted to apply for one of these Erlanger externships because they're kind of a rare thing to come across, to find a nurse externship, honestly. I knew that I wanted to do one, honestly, since I was like a sophomore in our nursing program, but you're only allowed to do them if you're within a year of graduating, so if you're a rising senior nursing student. But anyways, I'm really excited about this opportunity. I think it's gonna be so fun. It's a really great job, and obviously it's paid. I don't know if I said that, but that's a really awesome benefit to this as well. I'm also really nervous. Being straight up with you guys, once I kind of started the orientation process, which I've already been doing these kind of last few weeks here, just kind of the weight of what this job is, working in the emergency department in a level 1 trauma center, seeing car crash victims and seeing really sick, injured, hurt people is definitely going to push me really far out of my comfort zone. But you know, of all the tracks, I picked the emergency department kind of for that reason. I feel like it's going to give me critical care experience that I get a little bit of in nursing school but not a lot of, so it'll just really come in handy. And also just for me as a person and my own personal character, I feel like it's just going to push me out of my comfort zone, grow me a lot, and also really key me into seeing if critical care is what I want to do with nursing post-grad. I have always known since before I even came to nursing school that the population that I wanted to work with was pediatrics. So I feel like really set on that. And what I've always wanted to do, like if you would have asked even freshman year nursing Jade's self, she would have said pediatric ICU. And still to this day, where I feel like I want to end up is either the PICU or the NICU, which is 2 different like types of pediatric ICUs. But also with my nursing school journey, I just haven't had a ton of experience in critical care, and I will get some experience with ICUs this upcoming semester, but still, honestly, not a whole ton. So I kind of picked this track to dip my toes in to the critical care world just to see if I like it. Now, obviously, the ER is very different than the ICU for a lot of reasons that I could get into another time, but I do think that it will kind of show me a lot about if my personality and like my type can handle seeing really sick, injured people, potentially seeing people die pretty frequently and things like that. There's a certain level of compartmentalization you have to have when you want to be in healthcare, so that you're not taking all of these really heavy things that you see and experience home with you and kind of dumping them on your family or letting them kind of overtake your whole life. And I just really feel like this summer with this job is going to be a really good opportunity for me to see if I can do that. I've worked in hospital settings before, not in really like patient care, but I have like with child life staff or with volunteering or like whatever other things I've done that you guys have seen on this channel over the last few years. But I've never worked like as a CNA or a tech or anything like that. So I also think this will just be a really good hospital experience for my resume, for me personally. I feel like I'm just kind of all over the place talking about this right now, but you guys get the idea. Since I haven't started my actual clinical component of this job yet, I really don't have much to say other than that about this job, but I will keep you guys updated on the channel, but also my like TikTok page. I feel like I post more frequently these days about how that job is going. And if you have any questions about that job that maybe I could answer in a later video, leave them in the comment section down below, because I've been really wanting to do like a Q&A video on this channel, because I feel like I'm doing this life update, but I don't really know what you guys want to be updated on. So if you have any questions for an upcoming Q&A video, I'm just gonna say it out, I'm just gonna go for it right now. Leave those in the comment section down below. I also really hope that this makeup is looking okay. I have this little mirror like next to the camera, but the lighting is not like amazing and I can't really see what I'm doing very well right now, so we're just kind of hoping for the best. But other than my job, I've really just kind of been hanging out in Cleveland with my friends that are still here. There's not a ton of them that ended up staying in Cleveland this summer. A lot of people went back or are traveling to different cities for jobs and stuff. Anyways, though, I've been spending a lot of these past couple weeks having a lot of good quality time with my boyfriend. I've mentioned him on this channel before. I don't think he's ever actually like been in a video, just because, I don't know, I don't really like making people be in a video if they don't like want to be, because it's just kind of awkward. But his name is Oliver. We actually had our 1.5 year anniversary 2 days ago on the 3rd, so that is so fun. We actually went this past weekend up to Virginia. It wasn't for our 1.5 year anniversary. We had this trip planned for months with my parents actually, but it was kind of a fun way to celebrate the 1.5 year anniversary too. But we are really big like outdoorsy people, and so this past weekend in Virginia we did the 34-mile Virginia Creeper mountain biking trail. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that trail. It's a pretty famous trail here in the southeast, if you're into biking obviously, but it was so beautiful and so fun and genuinely just like such a good experience. I was really nervous, although of course I do bike and do that stuff like in my free time. I was very nervous if I had the endurance and physical ability to do 34 miles, just kind of with everything going on. As you guys know, I've mentioned it in videos, I have AS, ankylosing spondylitis, and I've been having some health issues with that recently, just these past few months as well, that I can talk about a little bit later. So I was just nervous if my body was going to be able to endure and do the trail, but it was, and I completed it successfully, and I had a really good experience. A little sore right now, but feeling good overall and just thankful for such a good experience. I don't have a ton of travels planned for the summer. I, as you guys know, last summer went to Italy for like 3.5 weeks, so obviously that was a pretty big excursion. I have travel vlogs from that whole trip posted on my channel, if you guys want to watch those. Actually, I still have the 3rd part of that trip to post, but I cannot for some reason get the dang clips to export off my Final Cut onto my computer so I can post it. It's been over a year and I've kind of just like given up, but I still technically have a whole 1/3 of that trip that I didn't post. But as far as travels for this summer, obviously I did the Virginia trip for 4 days this past week and weekend, and then coming up on the 16th I'm actually going to Vancouver, Canada, with my mom and a couple people from our church, because my sister is interning up there for a church this summer, kind of doing like a missions trip type of thing for June and July. So we're going to visit her, explore Vancouver. I've never been to Canada, so if you guys have any like recommendations of fun things to see while we're there, let me know. I also feel like this month of May has just been crazy with weddings. I don't know if you guys feel this, but I'm about to be a senior in college, and so I really feel like I'm hitting that phase where everyone and their mother of my friends is getting married. And I love it because I love weddings and I love love and all of those things, but wow, I have like 4 weddings this summer. I was in one of them. I'm a +1 to some other weddings, so it's kind of been crazy. I have legitimately had one weekend in the past like month and a half that has not had a wedding on it, and so it's kind of crazy. I was actually in a wedding the weekend before last for one of my friends, Lindsay. Met her through Omega, which, as you guys know, is my club on campus that I love so dearly. And she has since then been a really close friend of mine. Honestly, she's a really big mentor of mine. So getting to stand beside her on her wedding day was just literally so fun and such a privilege. And genuinely still dreaming about that wedding day. It was like one of the prettiest weddings I have ever seen in my life. But I really have enjoyed being able to celebrate so many of my friends in this last season as they've gotten married and started their lives. All of them have like graduated at this point, so like post-grad. But it is crazy when you get to this phase of life and it is like wedding season. I know that next summer is already lining up to be a really huge wedding summer, and you know what, it's a lot, but I am excited about it. I do love a good wedding every now and again. For the rest of the summer, like I said, I'm really just going to be working, spending time with Oliver and friends, and hopefully kind of like reviving my social media and YouTube. It's not like it was dead or I like completely stopped posting, but as you guys can probably tell, it's just been not something I've been super consistent about. I've really honestly been struggling with finding inspiration and knowing what videos to film, but I'm kind of just trying to sit down, open the camera, talk to it, film whatever I want to film, and just like see how it goes. I've searched for so long, honestly it feels like years, for some big wave of inspiration, some creative way that I'm supposed to do it, something that's gonna make my YouTube channel like really successful. And when I've been seeking that, I've hit a bunch of dead ends, and so I'm like, why not just get back to the root of what I love, which is sitting down, filming, creating content about, talking about whatever I want to talk about, and just, if it's successful, it's successful. If it, you know, ends up growing my channel, it grows my channel. If not, it doesn't, and that's fine. But this is something that I know that I used to love so much for my entire life, and still to this day, every time I film a video, like there is a new creative joy that I just haven't felt in a while that like comes up within me whenever I'm filming videos. So I know this is something that I don't want to give up and something that I want to keep fighting for. So it's a big kind of goal of mine this summer to kind of be better with this stuff. I know I'm kind of already finished getting ready, but I still have some other things I want to say. In the last like update for you guys, I know I've mentioned it kind of in some of my recent videos whenever like I'm giving the little spiel like go follow me on Instagram and subscribe and whatever, but I actually have started TikTok. I am in no way a pro, and I have like no followers on TikTok, and it's literally me just like setting up my phone, filming a video on the TikTok app, and just like posting it. I thought that I would just kind of show you guys my TikTok really quick if you're like interested in any of the content that I make over here. So this is my TikTok. Oh, you can't even see that. Why am I trying to show you this? There we go. So this is my TikTok. It's just at jadebenward, similar to my YouTube and Instagram. But I do a lot of like hauls if I find an Amazon product that I really like. A lot of it is hauls and outfits of the day, product reviews, and then obviously I make the occasional like fun trendy TikTok, but honestly I don't really know how to do fun trendy TikTok, so most of the time it's just me hauling stuff that I buy and whatever. My TikTok is really casual. I feel like it's just a lot more casual than YouTube, even though I view YouTube as very casual too. But if you want even more casual, real day-to-day content from me, that is a great place to go and follow. This is my last summer before my senior year of college, so like it's kind of my last summer ever, which is pretty crazy to think about. So I'm really trying to live it up and have fun and make memories and do all of that stuff. I'm currently kind of in the process of wanting to make like a summer bucket list, or even just make some summer goals for myself to kind of just lay out what I want this summer to look like, because it's always when you hit June that summer just starts flying by, and when you start working, and then before you know it, it's August and you're back in school. May, it feels like took 9 years. It was literally like the longest month of my life, and it was really good. There was a lot of challenges with my health, like I was saying earlier, which I can make a whole video about that maybe another time. But now that we're starting June, now that I'm gonna be in Cleveland full-time, not traveling all over the place for weddings and doctor's appointments, I feel like my summer can officially start. And summer's officially starting with this video. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure to leave in the comment section down below any questions that you have for me about my life, about college, about my relationships, about whatever you want to ask for an upcoming Q&A video. Again, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's just at jadebenward, and all my links to everything are always in the description box down below. I think that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Missing someone